Good morning and welcome back. So, today we are going to be working on more of the Ranger due to one, it's having it overheats and it's leaking coolant. So, and the clutch fan on it is pretty cracked up. So, we are going to be changing those today, along with a new 180 Fahrenheit thermostat. So, but weather sucks outside. It's cold and it's supposed to rain. So, I gotta move the hatch Honda outside today, unfortunately. So, which hopefully I'll be working on this the next few videos along with I did get my mini bike running. Runs pretty good now, so you'll be seeing more content of that too, of me just messing around, screwing around on it. And also I got my parts in for the Ranger, which they are LED light bars and fog lights. And actually, here's the one box with the fog lights. It had 4 of them in there or whatnot, so they're just little square pods. But I might be using these extra 2 on the back. So there you can see the Ranger. It's got the 1 bar in the middle and then 2 on the bottom, and then there's supposed to be a big bar at the top, which I'm still waiting on to get the roof mounting brackets instead of the brackets that came with it. So, but I'm gonna air out the tires on the Honda because honestly they're freaking flat. I'm gonna push it out, make some room in here so I can pull the truck in here, work on it in here. So I'm gonna get back to you guys when I do that. And I need to get more coffee. Alright, so I got the Ranger in here. Honda's outside. Hasn't been outside in a while, so hopefully, I'm kind of hoping it does rain so that all the dirt and dust washes off of it. So I gotta roll that window up too before it rains or whatnot. But Ranger's in the garage. Got my light. It was this way, so I put it this crossways so I can actually see better. Where's my light? Do have a little, there it is. Do got this so I can see better. Let me show you guys. See how it's cracked or whatnot. So I'm gonna be replacing that along with the clutch and along with this radiator right here. This is a single core, not a dual core. I bought this on Rock Auto. I accidentally bought the wrong one, so I have a good one along with the thermostat. You can tell it's been leaking right there at the thermostat housing, so I'm gonna be fixing that. So now I'm gonna have to start taking some stuff off so I can undo that clutch fan first, because if I can't undo the clutch fan, there's no point of doing this. So the clutch fan is the most important thing, because I don't want me driving and it explodes and just freaking destroys my radiator or destroys other things or whatnot. Or say I'm out wheeling, out in the woods, and all of a sudden, boom, there goes my radiator. So, or whatever else it would destroy. So I'm gonna start taking stuff off that I need to get to it. So I'll get back to you guys when I get the stuff off. Alright, so I got the intake off, along with there's these bolts that go like they go into this. They're right there. Yeah, you can see one of the holes down there. They go right in there. You take 3 of them out. There's 4. You leave the one in there for so it stays in place. And then there is a tool called a radiator fan clutch tool you can buy. But I went and I bought this 18-inch universal crescent wrench. So I'm gonna get that nut right there. That nut is reverse thread. So as the motor is spinning, it tightens itself. So I'm gonna try and get that off. That's my main goal today, is to replace that. Everything else is cake. So if I can replace that, we'll be good. So I'm gonna get back to you guys when I get that off, because I have a feeling I'm gonna be cussing and swearing and throwing stuff. So I'll get back to you guys when I get it off. Okay, so got the wrench in there, along with I have a 3/8 ratchet down here. What I'm gonna do is, you can obviously, pulling up on it is going to make the belt have more tension, and then I can grab that wrench and twist it off. So I'm gonna try and get it off now. Alright, so the crescent wrench did not work. I tried freaking everything. I don't know how the one guy did it, but I watched a video of someone using that big ass crescent wrench right there to try and get that clutch fan off. So I went to my local parts store, Riley's, ran this. It's a fan clutch wrench set. Literally, just go rent this tool. Makes life easier. Literally. So what I'm going to do now is get this damn thing off and return this. So we'll obviously put the new one on or whatnot. So yeah, which I have dual core, new fan blade, thermostat, this new clutch for it. So, and I could have bought the tool for like an extra $20 on Rock Auto, but I was like, yeah, I could probably do it with that. Nope. So I'm gonna attempt to get this mug off. So let me set everything up. Alright, so what you need is, you need to grab the 57mm side. This is for the bolts, for it to hold the bolts still, like that. And then, let me clean this up a little bit. Then you're gonna grab the 36mm wrench. And this one's for the actual nut itself. So now you gotta make sure this stays still, along with this. Then you just loosen it like that. Easy peasy, boys. Easy peasy. Just like that. So that is why you want the radiator fan clutch tool, so that you can hold those nuts in right there, and so you can spin the big nut off, along with the same concept as if you're going to put it back on too. So now I'm gonna get this sucker off now, and so I'm gonna get back to you guys when I get this completely off. Alright, it is off. It is out. Sweet. Baby Jesus. Yep, it's out. So that's the old one. Which, turn this nut, well, the clutch part, pretty easy. And then the new one, kind of hard. You gotta force it and whatnot, which that means it's good. So get my little washes. It comes with new bolts or whatnot. So there we go. That's a little bit better for you guys. So now I got also my new clutch, my new fan blade. Pretty easy. It says front. It just means that you're setting this top of there, like so. Then yep. And honestly, you see there's no cracks in it. It's obviously brand new. Unlike this one. This one just has like tons of cracks in it or whatnot. So try and get the little baggie open. Alright, so I got them somewhat in. I'm gonna use my impact and tighten it up. They're 10 millimeter size. They are metric. That's my gonna snug them up real quick so they're even. Try and go in like a diagonal pattern. You do want these on pretty tight because you don't want them coming loose on you at all. Because if they do, it's a bad day. It's a really bad day. Alright, so I got them all tightened up. Don't use the impact to actually tighten them all the way. Somehow, like, I don't know why the bolts got stripped or whatnot, so I just use the old ones. Don't send it with the impact. Don't send it. So, now I'm going to reverse the process of how I got it off. So, I'm going to get back to you guys when I get that on there. When I get that on there, I'm going to return the tool set. So then I can finish putting everything else on it. So. Alright, so I'm just going to spin the fan and get it all tightened up. And now, you get your 2 wrenches. Alright, get your 2 wrenches. Now you go opposite way when you loosened it. So, this hand right here is pushing towards the driver's side, the other hand is going towards the passenger side. So, just gonna tighten it up. Alright, there it goes. So, nice and tighten. So now, wrenches out. There we go. So, now I'm going to put intake back on and run this tool set back up there. And then, I'm going to take all the other stuff that I need to take off of this. That was the most important thing to do today. So if I got that done, then that's okay. So Alright, I'm back now. Honestly, it's raining outside. So, return the tool. Now, since I have this replaced, which is nice now, now I'm going to replace this guy and the thermostat, which is right there, I want to say. Yeah, it is. So, I'm going to start working on this and show you guys step by step on how to remove the radiator, replace it, and the thermostat too. So, first, gotta drain the coolant. Alright, so I got my drain pan, and I got these mats. They're called pig mats or whatnot. They absorb oil and antifreeze and water or whatnot. They're absorbent mats. So that right there, you unscrew that and it drains the fluid out of your radiator. So, and what I usually do is I stick like a little hose on that little end right there so that it doesn't go everywhere, so it goes straight into the pan. So I'm gonna get my hose on there and twist that off and drain everything. So really easy process to do. I'll show you guys when I get it all set up. Alright, so I have the hose on there and it goes from there, there, and into the pan. So just put your hand in there, like so. Alright, there we go. What the hell? Oh, that was weird. Right, use your hand up there like so. Just turn it. Till you don't want that. Whoopsies. Forgot there's pressure in the system. Good thing it wasn't hot. So, I'm gonna let all that drain out of there. I'll get back to you guys. Well, that didn't go as planned. A little exciting. Now, you gotta get that clamp off of the bottom of the water pump. And when I do that, a whole bunch of fluid's gonna spill everywhere. I'm gonna try and get it in the pan. So, hopefully that works. So yeah, gonna get that off. And I'll say it's one of those weird looking clamps. So, let's get a pair of channel locks and just get it off. So, when I get that off, I'll get back to you guys. And when you do this, make sure it's cooled down and no pressures in the system. I'll say the coolant wasn't that hot to like burn me, but if it was any hotter, it would have did like a 3rd degree burn on my hand and my arm. So it was a little warm. Alright, so I got that clamp slid off. When I started sliding that hose out, like obviously you can see some steam rising out, so I'm going to let that cool off. I'm going to let the engine and the coolant cool down. While that's happening, I'm going to get the fan shroud out and slip back and get the upper hose disconnected and get a thermostat out right there while I'm waiting everything to cool off. So these are 8mm nuts on these, so let's use a ratchet or a wrench, get them out. Obviously not that tight in there. There's 2 of them. 2. Now you want this hose off as well because it routes to the reservoir. It's an overflow line. So take that off like so. La, da, 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 da. Trying to do this one-handed. It's not very helpful. Yeah. Hey. Alright, just gonna set this away like so. Come out like so, and there's little clips right here that slide out. Just pop it out. Sometimes they're a little bit more stubborn to get out. Take a flathead. Get it loose. There we go. I'm gonna stick the bolts back in, so I'll loose them. Set them off to the side. So again, I don't lose them. Alrighty, so I got the shroud moved back, and now take vice grips. That's why I use vice grips, so you can just adjust it. Way better than channel locks, in my opinion. Boom. Easier. Now, slide this hose off. Hopefully no fluid comes out. Sweet. Baby Jesus. Right. What? No! Shit! Fuck! Oh man. I'm so glad my phone didn't crack. Oh Lord, you guys went for a ride. Woo! My bad. Sorry guys. So I can get this up in a better spot. Alright. Sorry about that. Now, there are. Let me get this situated. Alright. There are 3 bolts. 1, 2, and then this one at the bottom right there. I'm going to get them untightened and that whole neck piece off. And I'll show you guys afterwards. They do. Where's my 10mm? Oh, yeah, there's a go-kart right there. It's all packed away. So, yep, they are 10mm bolts right there. So, I will get that off, get back to you guys after I get it off. Alright, got that off. Oops. Now you can see the thermostat right there. So it looks like someone tried to put like gasket maker around it, which is fine and all, but they didn't have the bolts tightened down all the way. So, but I do have a new thermostat. All you gotta do is grab that and pull it out. So I'm gonna grab the new one and show you guys the new one. So here's the new thermostat. Comes with the O-ring. It is the 180 thermostat. So I'm just gonna yank that one off real quick. Hopefully no coolant comes out. Alright, got the old one out. It is a focus focus. It's a 195 thermostat. So I'm just going to use the 180 thermostat, and I'm going to clean up all this shit that's down in there, all that gasket maker and stuff. So I'm going to clean that surface, clean this surface obviously, and then put some gray silicone on it instead of blue, and I'm going to get it all cleaned up, get that put back together. Alright, so I got that surface all cleaned up, got all the gunk out of it, and I got this hose cleaned up really good. I used some of my purple power to clean all the crap off the hose. I already cleaned that up. I got some silicone on there right now, some RTV black silicone. Don't put a lot on there, just put a little bit and like smear it around or whatnot. And I'm gonna let that dry a little bit so it gets like squishy, not hardened completely, but just a little bit dry, so that it seals properly. So now just gonna pop this guy in there like so. Boom. It sits in there. This is supposed to seal everything. This where's the old one? This rubber piece around there is supposed to seal it, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of silicone on there. As you see on there, I already have it. So yeah, got my iced coffee. It's almost gone. So now, since it's cooled off some, I'm gonna pull that lower hose off and get this out. Okay, got that lower hose off down there. Now there's one bolt there and one bolt there. They're 10 millimeters. Take them out. It falls forward, lifts it right out. So I'm gonna do that. Oh Lord, and show you guys afterwards why is this being all weird. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys afterwards after I'm done. Alright, so I got it out. Got the new radiator over here. Comes with all new hardware and stuff like that. If you have the automatic transmission, it has these lines right here. Focus. Come on, focus. There we go. It has these lines that you have to unhook or whatnot. You have to unscrew them. But mine has a aftermarket transcooler in it, so I don't have to worry about that. It comes with these little plugs too to plug them up if you don't need them. I got a new radiator lower hose as well. So I'm gonna get all this together and put back in there. It's really simple and easy. Like I say, you just take the two top bolts out and it falls forward towards the engine and you just lift it straight out. Alright, so I got it in. I got the lower hose all hooked up or whatnot. I had to put that clamp back on for it to go to the water pump. I already got this one on, and I had to find some bolts to fit these banjos or whatnot. They're little adapters for your trans lines. There's a smaller end and then there's a bigger end or whatnot. So I just stuck a bolt in there and screwed it on so no fluid comes out. So I'm gonna get everything buttoned up. I'm gonna get the upper piece back on and everything else back together, and then I'm gonna show you guys afterwards. Alright, so I got everything put back together, everything hooked up or whatnot. So now I'm going to fill coolant up first, then start it, turn the heat on, and try and bleed all the air out of it. So alright, so I had the truck running, heat on, coolant all the way filled up, and then I'm going to keep adding coolant to it until all the systems bled out and I get hot heat coming out of this thing, and I'll get back to you guys after I'm done with all that. Alright, so I got hot heat, no overcooling issues whatsoever. It's actually staying pretty fairly cool. It's just where I want it. Want it to be nice and cold and whatnot. So hopefully I can get the parts for the go-kart, fix the go-kart, get that up and running so I can show you guys some content with that stuff. It needs newer upper and lower ball joints and new shocks on the front, and really that's it. And for me to strengthen the cage on it, because it was already rolled once and it's tweaked on that side over there. So yeah, hopefully guys like this video. Hopefully this video is helpful in any way, shape, or form. Need any help, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on YouTube, and yeah, so there's no leaks whatsoever, none. Everything's all good and kosher. Everything's good to go. Clutch fan doing its job. Awesome. This thing is going to be ready and sweet for summertime and for the trails. That's gonna be so awesome when I go up north with this to my parents' house. Take it up the trails up there, and it's not gonna overheat on me, which is so freaking sweet. The old radiator that was in this had a crack, like right here or whatnot, and right there, and it was just seeping out fluid, and that's why I bought that one. But it needed a dual core, not a single core. So now it's not gonna overheat anymore because of the 180 thermostat in it, along with the new clutch fan, along with the new fan blade, and along with the brand new dual core radiator. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, next upload. So peace out. Stay safe, guys. Drive safe.